Welcome to this full moon ritual tonight, August 22nd, 2021. We are going to take a journey to meet the divine physician. This is a ritual for healing, and we are calling upon some special deities. We will begin by creating sacred space. We are not in a physical space together. Therefore, we have to create a virtual sacred space. I will do that with sound in the beginning. We have candles lit for the full moon. We have a blue candle lit for our healing work this night. I also have a red candle for the guide that will be beginning our journey with us. I have a bay leaf, and I'm just going to take a moment for a little cleansing. Bay is especially a good cleanser. Hekate, hegemonon, guide of souls. She calls us together to stand at the crossroads. In this liminal space, we declare our intent, offer our devotion to the world soul, Anima Mundi. Her name means the worker from afar, Hekatos, and we are gathered as workers from afar. So we gather to do work tonight that we are far apart, and those for whom we pray may be farther apart still. She stands with us at the crossroads as the protector. She stands with as protector of households, along with Apollo, Zeus, Hestia, and Hermes. At the moment she asks us, as we greet her, what we bring in offering. And so we pause to think what we might personally sacrifice or offer the goddess and her attendants that we will meet tonight for the work that we are about to do. I am offering red wine to Hekate. I have a statue of her back here.
I also offer wine.
Just say it silently. No one needs to necessarily share, but she likes wine, she likes garlic, she likes chocolate, all those good things. And she speaks to us. I am the Anima Mundi, the soul of the world, your soul and the soul of all, connected and bound into one. When one of us hurts, we all hurt. When one struggles to breathe, we all struggle. The battle of the sick is our battle. We gather here tonight at the crossroads to call upon the forces of health and healing for the sake of all those suffering, known and unknown. These forces shall come to you this night in the form of a divine family of ancient Greece. Now, remain here at the crossroads to meet with the divine physician and his family. The goddess fades, leaving behind the scent of bay and lavender. For a moment, we hear the rustle of corn stalks that are drying and the bay of a hound. Appearing to us now at the crossroads is a man bearing a tall staff entwined with a serpent. You recognize it as the rod of Asklepias, from which came the caduceus, a traditional symbol of physicians. We greet you, Asklepias Iatros, the divine physician and healer, son of Apollo, the god of the sun. The god nods and stamps his staff 3 times. Standing here at the crossroads now, honor my elementals. And so we intone, Serpent, the elemental of medicine, we ask for your presence in our right as we gather and send our healing energy this full moon night. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Rooster, elemental of boundaries, as the divine physician stands between dark and light, life and death, so also you, harbinger the dawn, as well as stand with us here at the crossroads at night. We ask you to guide us this full moon night. Hail and welcome. And dog, elemental of devotion, sacred to both Asklepias and Hekate, your spirit echoes the fervor and love in our hearts for those who are in pain and need of healing. We invite you, hail and welcome. The divine physician continues. For this work, I send you my daughters 5. Honor them and consider their energies well and share what they offer to the world. He gestures, and here they come. A woman all in white approaches. As she faces you, 3 pillars appear behind her. She says, I am Hygieia, daughter of Asklepias. My energy is that of light and prevention. Take these gifts, the pillars of sanitation, ventilation, and vaccination. Use them well to prevent the spread of disease and maintain cleanliness needed to assure healing. We pause to visualize the pillars and the gifts that she has given us. And now a woman all in green approaches us. Her limbs are twined with healing plants, sage, nettle, lavender, peppermint. She says, I am Aglaea, daughter of Asklepias. My energy is that of the earth and therefore the healthy body. My gift is the picture of health. Your visualization of a body glowing with health fully manifested. Grant this picture to whomever you will. And so we pause to visualize her gift, the picture of health. And now a woman all in red approaches. She wears a robe the color of blood, a doctor's tam on her head. She says, I am Panacea, daughter of Asklepias. I am universal medicine, the energy of healing. I grant healthcare and doctors and equipment and all that is needed to assist in gaining health, good nutrition and care too. With the energy of fire, swift work shall be accomplished to assist all in need. And so we pause to visualize the doctors and the hospitals and the equipment. And now a woman in blue approaches. Her robes flow like water, all the colors of change. She says, I am Aceso, daughter of Asklepias. As the element of water produces change and transformation, I represent the process of healing within the body. My energy is that of the individual's own healing mechanisms. Supported by layers of care, healing is achieved. We pause to imagine the systems of the body involved in healing, in cell replacement, new growth, new breath. Finally, a woman all in gold approaches. She is glowing from the morning light, her hair and eyes golden as well. She says, I am Iaso, daughter of Asklepias. I am the air purified from disease and the steady progress of recovery and recuperation. You find me in each breath, gifting life and energy. Receive also from me patience and assurance that while the path to health may be long, let it be sure. And so we pause to visualize the recovery and the patience, the long-awaited recuperation and the return to health. And now the divine physician stands among his 5 daughters and stamps his rod 3 times again. Hear his words. At need, whether your own or another's, whether for one newly diagnosed, one who has lain ill for a while, or one reaching new health, or at the end of their journey, come, stand with us at the crossroads. We will be here for every decision, every turning point, every milestone, every breath that is easier than the last one or harder. Call upon us, call upon serpent and rooster and dog, and we will be here. May the connections that bind us reach through to health for all. May lungs be eased, breaths flow free, limbs untense, cells heal, and minds and hearts be soothed. We press a hand to our hearts and bow 3 times in acknowledgement to the divine physician. Let us pause now to rest in the energy, thinking of loved ones, those known to us, or just in general, those in the world who are sick, especially those suffering in this pandemic. We send them our love. We send them healing. We send them support. And now we thank all these forces of divine healing. Asklepias, divine physician and son of Apollo, you have showed us, who have showed us the way of praxis, kai logos, the laying on of hands and the speaking of sacred words of healing. We thank you for health and healing. Hail and farewell. Daughters of Asklepias, Hygieia of prevention, Aglaea of healthy images, Panacea of universal medicine, Aceso of healing processes, and Iaso of recuperation. We thank you for lending your energies to us and to the sick. May we ever honor you and thank you for the blessings of health and healing. Hail and farewell. Hekate hegemonen, our guide. Hekate anima mundi, soul of the world. We thank you for your guidance. We thank you for introducing us to the divine family of healing. Hail and farewell. We thank Serpent, the elemental of medicine. You have assisted us as we gathered and sent forth the energy of healing to all those in need this full moon night. We thank you. Hail and farewell. And we thank Rooster, elemental of boundaries, standing with us between dark and light, life and death. You have guided us this full moon night, and we thank you. Hail and farewell. And we thank Dog, the elemental of devotion, sacred to both Asklepias and Hekate. Your unconditional love have shown us how to give our love and to share it with the world. We thank you. Hail and farewell. And now, as we have opened our circle, formed our circle, we open it back up the same way with sound. And a dog. So perfect. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Thank you.
Merry meet.